Alright guys, welcome back to the channel for another Dokkan Battle video. Today I'm taking on another Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, and once again we are doing it as a perfect clear. Just to clarify, perfect clear means basically completing it one turn per stage. So for versus Babidi's army, there's 7 turns, so the aim here was to get it done in 7 turns obviously. You can see I went with the same build as I did for the Boo Saga one. I'm going to experiment a wee bit with these builds because I'm now aiming to do all the Dragon Ball histories as perfect clears. That's what I'm calling them. Again, I wasn't really going for speed here, I was going for turn count, and the aim was to get the 7 turns. Now, straight away, I tried this twice before I managed to get it, and I kind of cottoned on to the idea that you need to get STR Vegito to transform as soon as possible. So basically you need him transforming on turn 4 for this particular setup to work, and with this one as well, because the Bura, I'm pretty sure it's the Bura, because the Bura locks you in place, you have to bring along a Dende or a Sensu Bean so that your rotations aren't locked in, because obviously it can take you a few turns to get your rotations back to normal, and you can't be doing that if you're trying to do something like this. So you can see pretty early on the blue boys with their multiple super attacks and stuff like that were coming in pretty handy at these stages, and obviously getting things like that, critical attacks, were making a big difference to completing this run. Unlike the Boo Saga one, I didn't really worry about this one too much. There was no major points where I felt like it wasn't going to happen. I mean, you can see here that I've pretty much almost met the HP requirements, that the next time Vegeta and Goku come back on at rotation, I'll be able to transform them. And them getting multiple super attacks is obviously pretty handy as well. Now I'm actually going to change my build for these guys. I've only got 1 dupe in them, and I'm actually just going to use Dragon Stones to change their hidden potential, because I did go full additionals on them because I thought the fact that they've got crits baked into their passive would be enough to make sure they crit quite a lot, but they don't. They don't crit that often at all, and to be honest, I want them to have a higher chance of critting, so I'm actually going to take the additionals away, and hopefully during chain battle I can get a STR Silver 5 and an STR 2 Bronze, and I can put 7 additional onto them that way. Plus I'll put an additional 3 onto them through hidden potential, which will give them 9, and then if we do the crits for the hidden potential, that will give them 14. So you'll see here that I actually didn't have to use the Dende. In fact, you know what? It wasn't the Bura. That's not why I needed the Dende. I needed the Dende because Babidi seals you. That was actually worse than getting your rotations locked. But obviously, if the Bura had locked the last 2 slots, I would have used a Dende item there as well. So that's why having 2 of them along is quite handy. The only other one of these I've tried to do so far was Universe 6, and I got to the Namekians twice, 1 turn per round, but I actually died, so I need to work on that one a little bit, and then I'll work my way back from there. But I'm kind of worried about it because I'm thinking that there's a few stages that will be quite hard to clear in one. I don't know about Goku's family, being able to get rid of that Tech Goku that you've got. The fact he can dodge and he's got so much HP, that could be quite difficult to try and clear in 1 turn. So I'm going to need to think about how I'm going to do that. And also Broly and Future, I don't even know if it'll be possible to do those in 1 turn, but that's what I'm going to try and do anyway. Fingers crossed I can do all 10, but if not, I'll get as many of them as I can done, and as I get more equipment and stuff like that, we'll see if it's possible to do the ones that I think are going to be a little bit harder. So that's me obviously get the transformation. At this point I can see super attacks, I can see where I want to have him, because clearly I want to take advantage of his additionals, his counters as much as possible, because he can take a lot of damage off, a lot of HP off with his counters, especially for crits. I've only got one dupe in this guy, like I said, and right now I feel like I've built him wrong. I mean, he crit there, right, but if you watch the additionals, I'm pretty sure he doesn't really get any crits on his additionals for most of this run. I mean, if you get 2 additionals there, that should just took like 3 million damage in the one go. And there'd be another one, so if they had all crit, I'd have been sitting at something like 6 million, because I think he gets like 2.5 million on a crit. And that's Vegeta done. So I think now there's just Babidi and Boo to go. And you can see here straight away, STR Gogeta was sealed, so have to use the Dendy item to unseal him. Again, you're heavily reliant on things like crits and stuff like that for this kind of event. But these guys have started to build up a little bit as well, so damage wise they're doing alright numbers. I'm not quite sure how that tech Vegeto's built out because he has the friend lead. I'm sure he was rainbowed though. Spirit Bomb Goku, another one of my favourite LRs in the game. There you go, so we're on to the final stage now. This is turn 7 of 7. Type advantage here for STR Vegito. So getting crits and getting his crit counters, hopefully getting his super attack off, was pretty much going to do most of the damage on Boo, so I kind of did feel at this stage I had it in the bag. I mean, nearly 2 million off a standard counter without a crit. I think he might get a crit here. He does get a crit here. I think 2.1 when it's a crit, so most of his HP was already gone before anybody had done an attack, so you can see how key this STR Vegito is to this. But anyway guys, this is pretty much us coming to the end of the run just now. So like I say, I'm going to try and do all of these. I don't know how quickly I'll get them up because they do take a wee bit of work to set up and stuff like that. But remember to subscribe to the channel and come back for more Dokkan Battle content. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.